and then another thing here in Kenya to run into the same problem because they owe China money as well. And so if we get kicked out, they get another president. And people, and this is what we did in the Middle East during the Arab Spring. We kind of uprooted their leaders and put in our own person that we wanted in power there. This is the same thing they could be doing to him during this. Hey, uproot him, get him out of there, put someone who the people think they want in power, but it's really could be a puppet of China, Russia.
Like America's been doing it, and that's just China's turn to do it.
Like I say, I'm not against.
Remember they did that in Venezuela.
I'm not against it, man. I'm American. So at the end of the day, I know this is we're the news, but we're supposed to be more biased. But I'm like, as Americans, we're fucking up. You know what I mean? Period. We've been fucking up for a long time with these countries, man, and they're just not dealing with us anymore.
Why would they? Americans' racism is so bad. Think about it. They had it where like they made the Star Wars movie, right? The last three. I just bring it up, and the second one, they thought they were like going to try to boycott it because they thought the Ray and Finn were going to have a romantic kiss or something. And then they try to say I mean, like, it's getting in the way of so much stuff right now. It's ridiculous. But
and then it goes along with it. The junta chiefs turned their backs on West Africa bloc. Nigeria's military leader, speaking alongside the junta chiefs from Mali and Burkina Faso, has said they are irrevocably turning their backs on the wider West African bloc, Ecowas. The three men are meeting together for the first time to cement an alliance created in the face of opposition from the neighboring countries. Soldiers took power in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger in a series of coups from 2020 to 2023. All three countries, which now form the Alliance of Sahel States, have been affected by jihadist violence, in part a reason for giving the army takeovers. So when what's happening here is basically these three countries. There's a broader African bloc called ECOWAS, and these are African nations. They all came together to kind of create almost like a voting bloc and kind of cooperation between the nations. But what's happened is these three countries look at these guys like they're westernized, because the West, most of them are still like taking orders from Western countries. Yeah. These three people are like, you know what, we're breaking ranks with y'all. We're starting our own thing, and we're going to team up with Russia and China. And this is us losing power in Africa. People don't understand. People look at Africa, they say, who cares? It's just Africa. Africa is the fastest growing continent in the world. Is Africa. They're going to have another billion people in Africa over the next, I think, 20, 30 years. They're going to have another billion people over there, something like that. Don't quote me on the year part.
And it seems like when the world heats up, Africa's not really affected.
I mean, we probably have to look more into it to kind of see what's going on.
We probably would. I want to look into that, because it seems, I mean, Africa is the only country that's actually rooted into the ground. Because when it was Pangea, everything was connected to it. Then it spread apart, which will probably come back together in like billions of years. But yeah, but it's the only continent that's rooted into the ground. It has all the natural resources. Yeah. I mean, I was going to move to Africa, but then, I had children.
And that's what I think we're going to lose is the natural resources that we could be, coordinating to have access to. We're going to lose that. On top of that, Africa is pretty close to America. We don't tend to realize how close, like the Atlantic Ocean is not that big compared to the Pacific.
Yeah, actually, the winds, that's how the Africans back in the day, that's how they knew they could catch the winds from West Africa, and the wind would just blow them to North America, down to South America, and then blow them right back. Yeah. So they've been known that, you know what I'm saying? It is that kind of close, you know what I'm saying? That's how Columbus and them got there. Now
imagine if you start putting Russian bases where they now have troops over there. The Wagner group are over there right now. There's one of Russia's kind of their one of their arms of their military wing is the Wagner group. They have troops over in Africa right now, and so imagine they start building bases in Africa, and now they got fighter jets. And now imagine they could bring bombs over there, nukes, and so now you're that much closer. This is what we did this is what we done to everybody else. We're in Europe, so we're really close to Russia. We're in Japan. We're in North Korea, so we're really close to China. This is all they're doing to us right now. They're it's just a reverse of what we've done to them for years. Yeah. And so I don't like it. I think we need to mind the business that minds us, which is taking better care of the people who we've overlooked for so many years.
Well, when you're able to just put your foot on people's necks, and especially they're able to do all this now because they're getting away from the US dollar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to trade in that currency anymore. And so now the people can take their power back. When you put your foot on somebody's neck for so long, they're going to get up.
They're going to sick and tired of it.
They're going to sick and tired of it, and then they're also going to team up and take you out.
And the worst part about it is
nobody likes a bully.
Too. We're in this boat too, as being like what you call it, foundational Black Americans. Yeah. And it seems like we're we've been complicit in it because we've just like we say
to get along.
I mean, I won't even say to get. I mean, part of it, yeah. But at the same time, it's because we benefit from it. It's like when we use the terms privilege of any sort, whether it's white privilege or whatever you want to use. We say that, okay, even though some people feel like they have not benefited directly from it, they have, because it's a part of the privilege. They just allow things to happen. Like they don't speak out against certain things. Are we not speaking out against things that are happening to you? Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so we're complicit in what's happening here too. So they're not looking at us like we're any different. We're the same as everyone else who's a part of this Western, civilization. We've benefited from it.
Yeah.
We just have. And so this is what I'm saying. We have to start